Bitcoin is in free fall, right? We were coming down to that first level, and I gave you guys this game plan perfectly, right? We knew this was good support. We knew this here. It broke. It hit support here. Then it retraced to resistance, then support. As of now, it has broken that key level. So be aware that this has now broken the key level of support, and it's now vulnerable. This chart is vulnerable to going to 53 to 52,000, maybe even as low as 49,000. Now, a couple things that I'm going to watch. So I want to show you this, right? So there's some factor that I'm watching here on the charts. And if we do this and we just kind of do a parallel, and I think I showed you this yesterday, if we take a parallel here to here and we drop it down, you do have a parallel that I'm still focused on. So there is a small amount of hope for Bitcoin. Sorry, I didn't let you guys see that, but there's your parallel. And if by chance Bitcoin can recover and get back above this line here at around 59,000, then you might be able to say, okay, it's holding the downsloping parallel. But again, the vulnerability of Bitcoin is increasing exponentially right now as it's breaking these key levels.
Wait a minute, everyone. Welcome to Bitcoinzilla, your platform for daily cryptocurrency analysis and news. Our mission is to keep it simple. Bitcoinzilla offers engaging information that is easy to understand. Our analysts keep their eyes on the latest news to provide valuable insights via email. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Join our community of 10,000 subscribers and experience the new edge with Bitcoinzilla. Subscribe now. Gareth will share his insights on: will Bitcoin bounce back or continue to break bank balances? Has this second largest cryptocurrency hit rock bottom, or is there more room to fall? What's next for digital currencies amidst the Federal Reserve's latest decisions? Let's join Gareth in this interview about these topics and more.
All right, so here we have it right here. There's your potential breakdown. Can Bitcoin recover? My guess is if it's going to recover, it's going to be on the Federal Reserve later today. So watching that very closely. Now let's quickly look at Ethereum. Why did Gareth decide to get out today? Why not let this thing go lower? Well, it was a risk-reward assessment, right? So what we see here is that I had two trend lines that were converging and a double bottom. So we have this trend line here, which came across right to here, and we pierced it. And then we had this upsloping trend line from here to here to here and right to here, and it also kissed price here. And so is there a chance that Ethereum can go lower? Like, heck yeah, there is. Heck yeah. But as a trader and an investor, you have to make a determination on what is the chance of you making a lot more money versus what is the chance of you giving up your gains. And for me, at least, I'm generally a little bit more of a conservative investor and trader. I said, you know what? We've had a move down from 3,300 and change down to 2,800 and change, which is where we got out. I took my gains. I said, thank you very much, members. Congratulations on the win. Another win here. Let's move on. Now, if it flushes, now this is the kicker, right? Some people would say, well, if you're out of the short, wouldn't you go long? The answer is no, because I have to be even more secure. So now what I'm going to look for is if Ethereum pushes down to this level here, right, somewhere around 2,600, then I might be interested in a long. I will reevaluate in real time for members and guide them, obviously. But there's a place where you cover your short because the risk reward is but at the same time, you're not going long. Like, just because you're covering a short doesn't mean you love it on the long side. It just means the risk reward is now not the greatest to continue to hold that, and you want to pocket some profits. Really important understanding there.
Bitcoin's price falls as the market anticipates the Federal Reserve's rate decision and sees a sell-off in long positions. The expected rise in interest rates is making investors cautious, affecting Bitcoin's price as they await the Fed's decision. Money is moving out of Bitcoin ETF, especially from Grayscale's GBTC, indicating a shift towards less risky investments. A significant sell-off in Bitcoin futures is putting pressure on its price, contributing to the downturn. Bitcoin's technical analysis shows a potential for further price drops, possibly reaching $50,000 by June's end. Market watchers are keeping a close eye on these developments and their impact on Bitcoin's future pricing.
So number one, ADP private sector numbers came in at 192,000. That is stronger than expected. So again, that's a positive number. Now, whether or not it carries over to the jobs number on Friday, the non-farm payrolls, we're going to find out. Expectations were for 183, so it wasn't a massive beat, but it was a beat nonetheless. Semiconductors are on fire in terms of going down like a ship. All right, we have semiconductors like Supermicro Computer missed revenue numbers. Now, they actually beat earnings and raised guidance, and some people are scratching their heads saying, well, why on earth did these stocks, or why did this stock collapse when they raised guidance? The answer is very simple. When you have a company that goes up hundreds of percentage points on the year, on this year alone, and hey, we're only May 1st. By the way, welcome to May 1st today. But you don't have any error or potential. Like, you cannot slip up on any number to justify the lofty stock price. And so that's what happened. They missed on earnings. And the problem too is that if you miss on earnings, but then you're like, oh, but don't worry, next quarter we're going to do great. Our revenue, we're going to raise our guidance. It kind of builds a mistrust, right? I mean, if you miss on earnings, but then you're like, oh, but don't worry, we'll show you the real stuff in a couple months. It just makes investors feel iffy. Like, really? Are they really serious? Or are they just raising expectations to try to cushion the drop in the stock today, which is down about 10%? All right, Advanced Micro Devices, they honestly had a good quarter, but the stock has been so vertical that it's just hard to justify unless they come out with something even better. So they raised their numbers on their chips, expectations for revenue, but it wasn't enough for Wall Street. And this is the thing. I talked about this and I warned you guys for so long, and congratulations if you heeded some of these warnings, that these AI plays were getting too lofty and that they were going to come in at some point, and now we are seeing that come in. Starbucks. Now, this one's a big one for me. Usually, Starbucks isn't a big mover on earnings. This is down 10% plus on the day. You don't see that very often, folks, down 10% on the day. The kicker here is they really had horrendous numbers. And I was thinking about this, and I said to myself, Starbucks. So I know people that literally will get their Starbucks and avoid even eating. Like Starbucks is number one. And if you're seeing Starbucks starting to struggle, what does that tell you about the underlying economy? Well, for me at least, it tells me that the consumer may be struggling. Now, is this partially due to China? Yes, it is. But there's an underlying element here that there is a little bit of a stall out in the consumer. And we've seen this from other big names as well. There are other names that are struggling. Pinterest was one of the positives here. Pinterest rocketing on earnings here. That stock, again, if you looked at that, compared it to Meta, Meta was vertical. It was like this, right? More vertical, straight to the upside. Pinterest was like this. It was kind of down. It was maybe off the lows a little bit. Huge difference in what expectations were, because one stock was at a crazy valuation up here and Pinterest was down here. Lower expectations. They were able to beat those expectations. The stock went up beautifully.
British financial expert Raoul Pal predicts a bullish crypto summer for cryptocurrencies after the recent market slump. Known for his macroeconomic expertise, Pal sees a time of high enthusiasm ahead. Pal believes the current dip is temporary, leading to a banana zone of intense excitement and a strong rally for cryptocurrencies. He expects altcoins like Ethereum and Solana to shine, potentially outdoing Bitcoin, but warns of overhyped prices driven by memes and speculation. Despite possible corrections, Powell advises patience and maintains a positive outlook for a significant upcoming rally in the crypto market. Powell's insights reflect the volatile yet hopeful state of the crypto world, offering a glimpse into what might lie ahead for digital currencies. If you've been with us so far, a big thank you. Don't forget to subscribe for free to Bitcoin Zella for your daily news. The link is waiting below. That's all for today's crypto news. Stick around for more updates, insights, and analysis on cryptocurrencies. Share your thoughts in the comments, like this video, and subscribe for more exciting content.